You're the speedy one today. Hope you're doing well today, pandas. Hello, Reese Cup. Welcome in. You had stream up so I could scare you and tell you when I'm live. I am doing all right. I'm doing well. Just trying.
I'm not a elf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
You get caught up. I know me. What's going on, everybody? Hi, Miro. Let's see here. Ghost is here. Don't you dare try to say that you don't use that emote ironically, Mason. Don't ever say that again. Never again, Mason. I drank the water, okay? Yeah. Actually, I had to holler at one of my students yesterday. They brought like a bunch of mini cans of soda, and they were cracking into like the third one since we had started practice like 15 minutes in. And I was like, how much sugar do each of those have? And the student was like, and I said, I'm gonna guess 23 grams. You guys wanna know how many grams of sugar were in each of these mini cans of soda? This kid was knocking back and had already like cracked open their third, like a quarter of an hour into practice. I was low. No, Mirho. 26. 26 grams of sugar per mini can. 42. That's so much sugar. Like, look, I'm not against treats or against treats, you know, in moderation. I'm really not. But like, dang. So that is, it would have been 69 grams of sugar per 3 cans. It's 72 grams of sugar this kid was about to consume in front of me in the space of about 15 to 20 minutes. And I was just like, you need to think about this stuff. I'm not just trying to pick on you. I care about you. You need to think about this. Jan!
Another month, lol, Alex.
Oh no, you got robbed! Yeah, thank you for 47 months for using your Prime. Thank you, dude. Hi. How's it going? I'm late because Whoopee! I'm
Thanks
late
to
'cause
Party
I
Burback
actually
Miro
made-
_B for giving me chicken for 2 years now. Lola 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 lo tie hi hi hi.
Thank you, Jan, for using your Prime, honey. Thank you very much. This is my gamer child. Another month. Impact, what do you want? Is it Impact? Oh, it's you, Miro, yelling at me for saying I'm late. Yeah, I had stuff going on. Look how long my hair is, you guys. I'm so ready to chop it off, but I'm trying to keep growing it so I can donate it. Get nerfed, streamer. Yeah. Another month. Thank you, Jan. Thank you for 47 months. Whoppy, welcome back for 2 whole years. Jan, you get 47 rubber chicken squawks. Hi, Galara. How are you? Isn't that emote cute? So I moved that emote into the follower position. Everybody, please follow Naughty Gnome. Please. Please give Naughty Gnome a follow. Naughty Gnome is so amazing and did that for me just cuz. And we love it. We love this emote. Jan, with your fancy first badge, 47 freaking months. That's nuts. Dude, when are we gonna play Fort? You have to come play Fort with me, because I don't think I'm ever gonna play Overwatch. I tried it. Jan was trying to help me like through like the tutorial or whatever.
This is not a train, it's a Landsbergs and it's on fire.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. It was the answer to the life, the universe, and everything. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 heckin' months of Prime. And Whoppy gets 2 big red rubber chicken squeezes. Oh yeah! One day. Oh, one day you will? Okay. Well, for now, I got you on me. Ready? Here's number 2. I'm glad, Whoppy. Guys, please give Whoppy a follow. He's awesome. He's a really good friend of the stream, too. I beat you, Miro. It has to happen like once a month or so, you know. I know, next month is gonna be 4 years. That's really weird. What's up, Came Apart? I can spam just as hard as you, chat. All right, you have 2 minutes on a level 1 hype train. If we complete level 3, I have to get up and do 50 jumping jacks. If we complete level 4, you guys get to spin the wheel of onesie. Oh, I have to add the axolotl to the wheel of onesie. If we complete level 5, I donate $10 to the charity of chat's choice. Thank you for starting a hype train, you guys. There's no pressure ever. The fact that you would start a hype train in here is awesome. Any hype train is a good hype train. Na 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 na. All right, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 onesies. Oh, see, we're gonna have to change that. What are we gonna change that to? All right, you have a minute left to keep the hype train going. There's a drop down if you care to know how to complete a level. This says a combined contribution of 4 tier 1 subs or 1,600 bits. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you. We're actually rather close to 1,000 sub points all over again, and we qualified for the 60-40 split starting May 1st. Thank you to everybody who chooses to subscribe themselves to the channel. And we're at 134 plus points for the month of April. And I was thinking about maybe doing some giveaways if we hit 200 and 300. But like, again, there's no pressure. I understand. Lots of people would like to be able to subscribe to everyone they watch, but they can't. And there are also lots of people who are very supportive here who gift subs out to people. And that is super appreciated. And all of it adds up.
Ooh.
Wait a second. This is your first time chat. Is it 201 bit cheer, and then Robot Wizard comes in right behind that with a 5 bomb.
Sir,
Thank you so
your
much.
sonator has been overloaded. Set the alert
You come
level
in
to
here.
DEFCON 5.
You come in.
Please
You
refer
come in
to the
here.
operations manual for further instruction.
You come in here, Miss Mezzy. Why? You've never chatted here before, and your first chat is a 201 bit cheer. What's up with that, Miss Mezzy? Thank you very much. Robot Wizard, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are so amazing. I really appreciate it. Miss Mezzy, thank you. I very much appreciate that. You've learned chaos from the best. Naughty Gnome, Literate Ian, Pixage. Who are we talking about here? There's a lot of chaos bringers. Milsid Ghost, Mira with a pink diamond. We happen to know a certain hamster wizard robot. We got a lot of chaos bringers in here. You'd have to be a little bit more specific. Miss Mezzy knows a chaos stream. Wait, who? From whom? Pick up pics, the list goes on. Yeah. Hi, Animal Crackers. Welcome in. So yes, hello Bex. Thank you everybody very much. Wow, 19% of a level 3 hype train. What?
There's always a hype train in my heart for
That's
you.
awesome. Thank you so much. Derek was wearing his shirt today. Derek is wearing this shirt on Moco's. Derek has his I supported a nerd and all I got was this t-shirt on today on Moco's. Nomi said, thank you for the follow, Miss Mezzy. See, look at this. You 201-bit cheer and you chat with us and then you follow. I'm thank you. I really appreciate the support. I know, and Nomi is wearing hers too. And I may have chaosed a little bit in some Moco people's websites today because we got we got one of our tax refunds. I was like, you know what? You know what? Yes, I have big PP energy. Partner party, people. Big partner party energy. Big partner party energy. I got initial sketches back for animated emotes from Susky. That's also because of your support. And I can't thank you guys enough for helping me put money in the virtual hands of a friend and help them feed their family. Susky's a professional artist. It's what Susky does for a living. Very nice PP energy, yes. I bought patterns from Nomi, Kells. I bought the Sassy Bassy pattern from Kells. I bought Nomi's crochet shawl pattern and another pattern from another.
Toss a coin to your Sasky.
Clipping so I can show that to Susky later. Thank you so much, Robot Wizard. I really appreciate that. And Susky does too. And I've had such a great experience working with them. I honestly cannot say enough good things. So thank you. And all those new text emotes are courtesy of our friend Susky. If you are interested in artwork from Susky, please don't hesitate. I really am happy with everything that they have done for our channel. And there's also other artwork coming too. I made a big commission. This last order I made was a big order. And then I threw more on top of it. I said, can I throw more money at you? They do an amazing job and it is really something else. So you guys are at 23% of level 3 with about 30 seconds. I have to get up and do 50 jumping jacks if we complete level 3. But again, that's no problem. I'm okay to not do that. Look, I'll even just drink some water. It's fine. Moco hit 1420. Nice. Excellent. No flipping way!
Gifted 12 months of tier 1 to Maniac 25. They've gifted 4,919 months in the channel.
Okay, Miss Mezzy, thank you so very much for your organic free range tier 1 sub. Miss Mezzy, that is so awesome. Thank you so very much for helping me to continue doing what I do and adding to our plus points total. We may hopefully end up at some point in the next 6 months or so, I hope, qualify for the 70-30 split. We've already qualified for 60-40. So starting with May's payout, the payout I'll receive in June, all tier 1 subs and all gifted will be a 60-40 split instead of the standard 50-50 for a tier 1 for partners. Thank you to every single one of you who chooses to subscribe. Like I said, I understand. I know not everybody can afford to do that. If you're in here, you are supporting the channel, and I don't want anyone feeling any kind of guilt. If you have a Turbo subscription, you count as ad impression credit. I understand. I have Turbo myself. It's really useful, particularly when you're trying to network with people. If you're spending a lot of time on the site, it's a single monthly payment. You count as ad impression credit, but you don't see any ads. I never see ads on mobile or on PC. You have a question. When you subscribe, say 3 and 6 months advance, do those points count up? No, they count month by month, pandas. But what's awesome about that is you get a discount and the broadcaster gets that income spread out. And if you ask me, as a person who's been full-time for a while now, that's better, because it's wonderful when we have like a banner month and we get a lot of subscriptions. You guys are so amazing. You're at 86% of level 5. We're 14% away from a $10 donation to the charity of Chat's Choice. So I need to get up and do jumping jacks. Robot wizard. Oh no, how come that didn't fire? Which bot is supposed to do that? What's happening? Hold on. Is it GiftBot? Let me check real quick. Mix It Up can be kind of slow sometimes. That's a Mix It Up. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. That's a level 5 completed, level 5 by train. Okay. Shut up and exercise, lady. Oh no! I can't believe none of you rioted about my sign that whole time. RC. Thank you so much, Nero. Thank you for doing that for our amazing friend, RC Mania. 14, 15, 16, I can't remember. 18, 20, 4, 7, 69, 85. I'll just do jumping jacks until the song is over. I did. Is that 50 yet? Is it 50 yet? I don't know. All right. Armageddon jumping jacks. Look at this thing, Brenda. Look at what they sent me. Look. It's Amish. Oh my God. And this. And look, they're like, you need his face all over your house. My daughter comes in, she's like, who's that? I'm like, oh, it's just a guy. All right. Okay, are you done now? You guys chat? You have to, okay, what are we doing? I don't even know. Yeah, that's fine. Everything is fine. What are we doing? We need to do Shimmer Wolf. Thank you for the 150 bits.
I don't know if I truly believe in life after love anymore.
How did you find that command? That's our friend tab twice. Are you done now? Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys so much. You're at 7% of a level 6 hype train. I don't even know what we do after level 5. $10 to charity. You guys need to vote in a poll.
Blah, blah.
For...
Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. I'm not.
Do you see how they treat me? Do you see? We got 1000 Dreams Fund still. We've got Big Table, St. Jude, and Starlight. You have 3 minutes to vote in the poll. Thank you very much. You guys are so amazing. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 7%. It looks like it's gonna top out at 7% of level 6. That's such awesome support for the channel. Thank you for helping me continue to do this. I really appreciate it. Do you believe in life after love? Someone's really wanting us to donate to Big Table today. We do have a new campaign for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We will be putting in like redemptions and incentives and all that stuff for challenge season in May. And we are also still looking for people to fundraise with us. So if you want to join Team Quirky Cluckers, please just talk to me. I'm happy to help you. Your chat just makes you do funny voices and trolls you with cinnamon rolls. Oh, I know that video. Please talk to me if you have any questions and if you want to participate in St. Jude Play Live Challenge season. I haven't received my box yet. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's at my P.O. box, and I might need to go to the post office to pick it up, my Play Live package. What else do I need to tell you today? Oh, I have some unfortunate news. If you didn't see my tweet or you didn't see the post in the Discord, LiveSpace is shutting down on May 1st. I kind of saw the writing on the wall, and that's why I have not been investing much of my time there. It's unfortunate. I think they had a really great idea, and I think the people who were running it really were like looking out for creators. But the problem, one of the big problems I see with what they were doing is they were going after the live streaming, the live content market. And we're really spoiled on Twitch for all of Twitch's other, stuff that you could say that they need to improve on, or they don't do right or whatever, because it's okay to want them to improve. And you guys have about maybe 40 seconds, 30 seconds left on the poll to vote for charity. Big Table's winning big time. Big bucks, no whammies for Big Table. It's hard because people have an expectation of like this near zero latency with chat, right? Streamers and viewers alike. I don't like it when you guys have a delay or a lag. And they struggled with that for a long time. But yeah, I agree, Ian. It's unfortunate, but there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to doing something like that. And I'm glad to have been a part of it. I wish everybody who participated in it and was part of it, luck in their future endeavors. There were some people who moved there exclusively, or at least that was their main platform, and so that's really unfortunate for them. So you might see an influx of people coming from LiveSpace back to Twitch, or I don't know, maybe there would even be some people who would be new to Twitch who were on LiveSpace. I was thinking about popping into their Discord and kind of saying like, hey, if you're specifically a creative streamer, which I don't know that there were that many of us. Big Table won the poll, thank you. I don't know that there were that many of us. I would, please come and visit with us on Twitch, and we'll try and help you, if you're going to be on Twitch. I don't know if that would be appropriate or not. So I was trying to think of like, how would I phrase that so it doesn't just, I don't know, because they're closing down. I don't think it matters, but this makes me feel a little bit less guilt about having focused more heavily on YouTube. And to that end, thank you, everybody, because we are holding steady at about 530 subscribers over there. and we're closing in, if we haven't already, I think we're closing in on 2,000 watch hours. So we are slowly but steadily getting there to monetization on YouTube, and I really appreciate that. And I have some people who are helping me behind the scenes with some stuff to add to the YouTube. Well, Brenda, my subscriber count jumped a lot over, like, you know, the last, like, 90 days or so, because there are some people who, you know, if I happen to come into their channels while they're live, tell everyone to go in there and to hit the button that says subscribe. The jesters blew up my subscriber count. Like, in a day, I went, like, it was like a jump of like 25 or 30. That's ridiculous, because, like, I don't post a ton of bespoke content there, and you did that. You did that! I don't even go here. What's YouTube's? So, what do we do when people do stuff like that, chat? What do we do? What do we do when people support a nerd? Hey! What do we do? I'm wearing the shirt. Seriously. No, I mean it. YouTube.com/artandjess. Oh, look at that. Look. Copy. Pasta. We scream at each other. Brenda's at 431? 432! Brenda needs another 60. Brenda needs another 60. Oh, man, missed opportunity. You were at 431. Brenda needs another 400. Brenda needs another 400,000 subscribers, you guys. Brenda needs another 68 subscribers to hit the minimum for YouTube monetization. And then the next level after level 1, where you can accept memberships and super chats and the like, is ad revenue. And that's at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over the previous 365-day period. I don't care what you do. You have my full permission to do whatever you want. So please head over there. Make sure you return the favor, and not because, yes! 434. Look, hi, Whipple, I saw you. I'm sorry. I'm very worked up. This is what happens when the twiddling comes in here. And Brenda has been doing a really cool thing. Now listen, I have stopped to Art and Jest on YouTube. Thank you so much, Robot Wizard. Seriously, I'm not just sending you there because our friend has been so incredibly supportive. Like, that helps, okay? Yes, you do! No, it's not! Because you do the TikTok thing with the crayons. That's a lie. It's a lie. And this is a smart thing to do. You make the video on one platform, or you make it separate, or whatever you do. You do it through TikTok or through Reels or whatever. Ultimate Crayon Challenge. Give me a freaking break. You've been doing this for how long now? How many of those have you done? It's a whole series where Brenda allows her chat or people in the comments on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube to make suggestions from the Ultimate Crayon Collection from Crayola. You can pick a crayon and ask Brenda to draw something, and you do it through the comments, and you're doing it through your Twitch channel. Get right out of here. Get right out of here. Because you are doing stuff that's like, whatever. I don't care if it's on all three of those, if it's on your Reels and your TikTok, and everybody does that. Everybody does that. It's smart because you're making content once and you can use it on different places, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. Like, it's so much work. I see people talk about this. If you are a creative streamer, you're not only using all of this energy, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever, psychological, You're using all this energy, your creativity, you are making things, right? But then if you're creating content of your art, you're creating like at least twice. And then don't even get me started on editing and all that other stuff. And then managing the comments on your videos if they start to blow up and all that other stuff. It's a lot. And I appreciate you. And I love your Crayon Challenge series. I think it's wonderful. Brenda, do you know, I want to show you something. Have I showed you this before? I bought this in 1998.
Flips table.
It's the 40th anniversary original 64 crayon box. I have had this since 1998. It's sealed. I haven't opened it. I know I wish I'd gotten the tin, Bex. I bought 2 of them and didn't open either of them until I opened the first one for my own children. Not knowing, in 1998, I was like, kids, that's funny. That's a good one. I let them have that other one, and it's, in a million pieces, I'm sure. And, crayons they do have a shelf life. I haven't opened it. Maybe I will someday. I don't know. I honestly don't know how well they would do at this point for drawing. But I just couldn't help myself. And when this came out, I bought 2 boxes. Don't go, get right out of here. So this, I get it. I think we think of crayons as only for kids. And I encourage any of you who haven't done it in a while, and it doesn't have to be crayons. It's something I've been thinking about, is doing maybe a YouTube stream a week of just coloring. I like to draw. I like doing my own drawings. If you don't feel like you're a very good artist all on your own and you're intimidated by the idea of just coming up with stuff and drawing, don't feel bad about They have so many cool coloring books now, an outrageous amount. I grabbed this from Dollar General. This came home with my husband one day because it's slightly damaged and he didn't want to sell it at the shop, so he said, "Here, would you like to have that?" Okay, don't feel bad at all about using coloring books, coloring sheets, or prompts if you feel like you can't come up with an idea of your own. People tell themselves no way too much when it comes to creativity and art. So I love what you're doing. I think that it might encourage other people to bust out, some crayons. They help lower the stakes. You don't treat coloring with crayons and drawing with crayons like I'm gonna paint with gouache, now, and I love that there's so many different media and people should practice with the media they love. But yeah, just do it. Just do it. I need to do the donation and we need to spin the wheel of onesie. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. And if you're not already following Brenda, you need to do it. Please. Here on Twitch and also on her YouTube and TikTok and all the things. You bet those crayons are still in perfect order and could be used. Yeah, RC, you got a 12-month gift sub from Miro. Thank you so much, Miro, for doing that, for setting RC up with emotes, ad previewing, and all that stuff for the next year. 12 whole months. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my drawing. I don't want to ruin it for people. I mean, if they go look at the comments on your videos, Brenda, then they'll see it. But hey Ram, what's going on? So yeah, I'm very thankful to all of you just for being here. And I really appreciate what Brenda and the Jesters do. They are an inspiration, honestly. It is something else going in there. It's just the best, most happiest chaos ever. And you can't go in there and just languish through life. I think if you're looking for like a good serotonin boost, and lots and lots and lots of productivity and lots and lots and lots and lots of finished art projects, and maybe some occasional, a little sprinkling
Someone
of
just
gong.
subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Just a pinch. I don't know about that. But you know, like, again, I think one thing that Twitch really needs to do that I think like Livespace was kind of trying to do is to help the people who are making the content that's not the gaming content get in front of more viewers, and they are working on it. You know, the front page carousel thing from Hype Challenge is awesome, and two of our really great friends are up there like nightly practically because of it, and it's a really awesome reward for their community supporting them so hard. I had a whole month on the carousel through the Women's Guild, which was awesome also. I feel like, unfortunately, the Together for Legendary Women thing seems to have fizzled a bit, and I don't know what their plans originally were for that, or if there's some kind of... It's unfortunate. I just feel like the shelf is not doing as much for us as it could. And that doesn't mean... I'm very appreciative that they even did it in the first place. And it was much more prominent during Women's History Month. You know, Twitch is a business. We have to acknowledge that. Thank you. Recommends not eating crayons. He made that mistake when some were dropped into his cage by accident. Yes, please don't eat the crayons. Make a crayon-shaped cake. The Twitch CEO himself recently said that the shelf does close to nothing. I looked at my analytics. The problem that I have with it is they hyped it up like it was going to massively increase our viewership. And I had doubts. But I was going to remain hopeful and positive. And here's hoping they revamp it. Let's just hope they take some feedback from people, including their own CEO, and they adjust so that it's a little bit more impactful. Because what happens when you tell people, hey, we'd love for you to fill out this survey. Okay, you identify as a woman or femme. Let's create a promotion that's supposed to help you with more visibility, with more discoverability. And you invite a bunch of people to come be part of that. And then it's implemented and it does next to nothing. What you end up feeling like is that you've been tokenized. Oh, you get to say, look, we did this thing. And it's really doing nothing at all for the people who you promised it would help. So I hope that they reconsider how it works and figure out a way for it to actually mean something. Because I believe in this platform. And I think there are people who are working hard behind the scenes. I am not saying that the people who organized this are at fault in any way. I'm not blaming any specific individuals. And I love Twitch. I want Twitch to be an awesome and a welcoming place for everyone. But then you go and you look at the top viewership for the platform at any given time. You have to scroll down through dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of names before you find a woman. Never mind someone who's non-binary. So It just, if I'm in that group and we're all supporting each other and we're all trying to help each other and we're all trying to make sure that what it really drives home, unfortunately, and fortunately, there's a positive here. And my positive takeaway is it's more work, but it's on us to network with the people who will be most effective for us to network with. When I look at my analytics in terms of how much, what views and impressions I get, it's all from other channels. It's so much of it is from other channels. It's not even funny. It's from people like Art and Jest. It's from people like, who else is in here? Like Naughty Gnome, like, there's so many people in here who are broadcasters. I couldn't possibly name you all. That raid the channel, that talk about us when they're live. Here, we haven't done this in a while. Please, an S and one of your emotes, if you stream, because we love to support each other. And I know that typically Barry has helped me so much for so many years. It's not even funny. I love you. And I know you say I help you too. And that's how it should be, right? It should be. And these connections that we make with each other organically like that, they are more meaningful, honestly. They are typically deeper. But again, they made a promise to us, and I feel like they have failed to deliver. So I'm thinking about writing something to that effect and asking in the guild who I send it to and saying, look, I'm not even worried about, I'm not worried just about myself. I saw all of these other people who got so excited for this and readied themselves to be inundated with additional traffic. And it's such a letdown when it turns out that it does absolutely nothing for you. Like next to nothing. I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to share the exact numbers. Just know the impressions and the views I've gotten from Women's Shelf are a sliver of my total. So again, I don't expect to get stuff handed to me just because I am a woman and I identify as a woman. I signed up to be offered opportunities to show people you and me together building something really cool and worth being part of. So, people recruited additional mods. They brought, hi, Kim. And speaking of somebody who really okay, so here's my amazing, my beautiful, and my talented friend, Kim for the day. Kim for Part Nerd. Who, absolutely 1000% deserves the opportunity. Front page is a joke for 90% of casters, yeah. Deserves an opportunity to be put in front of more people. And when the shelf was right there, it was doing a good job of recommending one or two people who you already know and love. So you're like, oh yeah, that's right, they're live. And then a bunch of people that you don't already, but might be a good fit for you as far as a recommendation. And now it's just gone for most of us. That Together for Legendary Women's Shelf is just not even on the front page for a lot of people a lot of the time. And several people have said they've never seen it on their front page. Again, I have no idea if that's actually accurate or not, but I'm saying I've seen people comment that they have not once seen it on their front page. So I think they need to be made aware of that. And this is just holding them accountable. You have to scroll most of the way down the page. Oh, past so many things. Bex, it's literally just twitch.tv. If you go to twitch.tv, there's a carousel at the top that has featured streamers on it. And that generally boosts your viewership quite a bit. Does it mean those people are in your channel participating? Like Barry says, a lot of times you're not actually getting someone talking in your channel because of it. But what it does do is, for example, for people who are full-time, who are looking for things like sponsorships or to apply for certain opportunities where they want you to have a minimum number of a minimum average viewership, that helps you to be able to qualify for that kind of stuff. So anyways, we're ranting, Kim, about the Women's Shelf. Sure, and it was up at the top for a little while, but only during March, and they said for a full year. So they didn't say after a month it's going to go down to the bottom. They said, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was a bit misleading. And again, I don't want that experience, you know, for someone who's brand new to this, to make them feel like, well, what's the point? You know, even with this, I didn't see any results. Well, it almost is like it ended. You have to scroll that far down. Who's scrolling all the way to the bottom of the front page of Twitch? And this is you know, again, it's just proof that like we kind of have to do the legwork, and I don't mind working hard. But when you offer people something like this and then it turns out that it's not at all what you represent it would be, you know, it's important to let them know that we feel like it wasn't what they presented it as. You know, nobody's scrolling that far down. Even grocery stores put the things they don't care about on the bottom shelf. Well, or they put the stuff they want your kids to bug you for at eye level for children. You know, 2 people come in. And chances are a lot of the people who are coming in from that are other people participating in it who are going out of their way to go look at that shelf. Now, yeah, exactly. And that's great. It's networking. I'm not knocking that. Sorry, I could go off about this for like another hour. Does get distracted when he sees the colorful hamster treat packages. But like, I'm not going to stop telling, you know, like, please do go to that page. There is a direct, like, so then we're just still having to do the work of like going like, hey, go to the page. Like, you know, the idea was supposed to be to automatically put us as streamers in front of the people who are most likely to enjoy our content and want to come in and hang out and spend time with us based on their viewing habits. That was how it was supposed to be arranged, right? It's not top-down viewership. It's not organized by... I actually made a comment in the server, in the Women's Guild server, saying it would actually be really nice to be able to filter, because sometimes there's so many people on that shelf, to be able to filter it to category or to tags would be awesome. Like, so I could find another person who's doing crafting, who's in that shelf, if there is anyone. But yeah, or even people you haven't met yet. Only show me people I'm not following. Only show me people I am not already following so that I can meet somebody new and network with a person who I don't already have a connection with. You have to kind of go about that yourself, and it's a lot. Now, that said, we do have an ad starting soon. If you don't have a sub, thank you for staying through ads. And then we'll do show and tell after that. There is a new tool if you did not already know about it. If you raid out using the raid channel button on your dashboard, you know, there's different colored buttons on the Twitch dashboard. There's the pink raid channel button. Maybe we should save this conversation for after the ad break, because I want people who don't know about this to find out about it. Let's do that. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, because I've had a lot of coffee today already, in case you can't tell. My husband made coffee today. My husband made the second pot of coffee. He is learning, chat. He's like, did you want more coffee if I make coffee? I was like, yeah, baby, let's go. I've converted him into a coffee drinker. Some people might not see it yet, Ian, but I still have it. If I click on it, I thought it said that it was opening it up to everyone. So if you don't have it yet, you might. And what it does is Raid Channel, it will open up a separate pop-up. I can show it to you guys if you want when we come back from the ads. And it will give you the option to filter using a few quick filter criteria, okay? I'll be right back. Relax. Just relax. Everything is fine. You guys already did a hype train. I'll be right back. Oh, that's rich. Tumble, did you... Wait. Tumble. Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat. Yes. All the lulz. No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin
Oh my
his
god!
friend.
Oh my god! Help me! Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go! Hell yeah. Them. You look really nice tonight. Me. Thank you. Yeah. There's a kid screaming in the background. Ooh, piece of candy. 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 You can play at this game. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, thank you. If you got an ad, I really appreciate you very much. Thank you for staying through the ads. Let's do this. I need to get a onesie on. And we have an axolotl onesie now, Brenda. A friend of yours has been expanding over on... I was trying to find the original message. Over on whatnot.com, it's like Twitch meets QVC/Home Shopping Network, but instead of hawking other people's stuff, you hawk your own stuff, but you can live stream you making said items so they can see it done in real time. That's interesting. That's something for people to check out. We have a lot of folks in here that make and sell their own stuff. Yeah, I know. Somebody asked me if I had a chicken onesie. I don't remember who it was. It was whoever suggested the axolotl onesie, which is still sitting here from when I wore it the other day. Brenda also has, don't you also have, you have, how many onesies do you have, Brenda? We are cut from the same cloth, the same minky cloth. Do I need to borrow? No, I have a chicken onesie. Of course I have one. All of them. Yeah. How many onesies do you have, Brenda? Yes. Truly just Muppets. Yeah, actually, so that was the most recent filter I found on TikTok, Brenda. I don't know if you saw the TikTok I posted where it told me which Muppet I was supposed to be, and it was Dr. Teeth. Yeah, you do, Kim. You already have one, right? You have more than one. How many do you have?
Just do it!
They need a rewards program. One of these companies needs to have a rewards program. Yeah. You're freezing all the time, but even you have to give up the onesies in summer. Yeah, you have the squirrel, right. You need more than that. It's lies. I'm obviously Gonzo. Right? Your filter is broken. Here we go. We need to do this and get in this thing because I'm supposed to wear it for a half an hour. Or till the hype train cooldown comes off was supposed to be the thing, I think. But now we have gone to half an hour. All right. I have a drum roll sound somewhere, I promise. There we go. Chicken! Very on brand. Chicken onesie it is. I have to go and get that. I'm not sure where exactly that's located. It's in one of 4 places. No, 3. It's either hanging up in my closet, which is where they should go, right? In the laundry room, in the pile of onesies I throw in there when I change, or in the pile of onesies that's on the floor in my bedroom. Those are the three. Well, actually, technically speaking, now there's also a mini pile right here. Here's the chipmunk onesie. Oh, I am all nuts. Yes. Oops, all nuts. I'll be right back. Ah! Hi, Pix. No drowning at work. I'm sorry, friend. So yes, now I have donned the chicken onesie. Look, I changed the hug command because we have a really cute new emote from Naughty Gnome. Look at all of these legends in here. There must be some mistake. Did you guys mean to hang out at a different channel and they were closed? Well, I guess we'll go to twitch.tv/9.5. Do I need you? Wait, do you need Pix? Write you a note. Pix is very busy and cannot do your rotten work things. Yes, exactly. Boo hiss. Whatever. Okay, I have the chicken onesie on now. All right? And I don't know anything today. I'm having a brain let's do show and tell. You guys, let's do show and tell. Thank you, Muriel, for setting up a timer for the onesie. Because this is so cute and I'm excited to finish it, but we need to do show and tell first. And I sent a picture to my friend and said, hey, what do you think? And she was like, oh, that's so awesome. You even got the little spot on his face right there. It is very squishable. This is a paid pattern from a designer called Pixie Craft. Peaky Craft. Peaky. Very cute. And the original design is for like an orange kitty. Like a ginger cat with white markings. So I just took it in and I'm doing it tuxedo cat style-y because it was the one I liked the best out of all the different patterns I found. As someone who loves using chunky yarns for big amis, you love it so much. It is, and honestly, I feel like if you're like an intermediate level crocheter, you should have no problem with this pattern whatsoever. You should be good to go. If you're a beginner ami maker, maybe not. It wouldn't be so bad if it was just the color changes, right? If you're just learning to color change on a very simple shape, but it combines color changing with a lot of increase and decrease stuff. So I would caution brand new crocheters against trying something like this for their very first project, only because I want you to succeed. Basically, I would discourage you from doing this only because I don't want you to like go, oh my gosh, this is way too complicated, and end up not wanting to do it anymore in general, because that's happened to people. Try something simpler and a quick win, as Pix likes to call them. Pix has, speaking of, Pix has some really amazing free patterns. And you should check them out on Pix's Ribbler shop. We already went through this with Brenda! Pix, we already went through this with Brenda, and so what do you think? What do you, you're exempt from this same treatment just because you have a green sword in here? Oh. No, I appreciate the heck out of Pix, who not only does a fantastic job and works very hard to create a space for fellow crafters to gather, to show off their work. He spends so much time in his channel featuring other people's creations, giving them advice, encouraging them, celebrating their finished projects, trying new things, and provides a ton of fan art patterns for a variety of crafts completely free of charge. Please support my friend Pix, who does so much for our online crafting community here on Twitch. Like, it's a lot of work. And I know that you enjoy it. I can tell you really enjoy it. You would be so horrified if you looked at my OBS or my Stream Deck. Pix would have an instant aneurysm if he could see how my stuff is set up in OBS. It would be like, please someone call 911. Brown paper bag breathing, exactly. Just to say the least. It is so disorganized. And when I take the time to organize stuff, the only problem for me with that is like I'm capable of it. It just takes such a long time because I overthink every step of it. So I just go to heck with it. Because if I'm gonna do it perfectly, it would take me forever. Because I would nitpick over every last tiny little thing. I don't know how to be efficient. That's the thing that stops me from being organized, is I don't know how to organize efficiently. And so I go, well, if I try to organize this, it's gonna be like a time sink. And I don't have that kind of time. Overthinking is a struggle. You're that person, yeah. So I go, well, there's no way I'm ever going to be 100% happy with it. So just let it be an absolute disaster. I'll figure it out. I'll memorize where everything is eventually, and then I'll just know how it works. We are supposed we're supposed to be organized? When was I getting the memo? Yeah, I'm overdue for like a freak out session of tearing down my entire office and building it back again. But that requires, for one thing, the hard part is like, okay, where do I put the stuff to get the stuff out of here, to put the stuff back in the way that it needs to be put in? Like, what I need is like a big giant table that I could spread everything out in like one layer. That would be so awesome if there was some way for that to happen. A huge flat surface, even a floor, whatever. It doesn't have to be a table. But I have cats. So if I put everything on the floor, the cats will get in everything. Like, it just would be really amazing if I could just see everything in one layer. You know, the president of R&D of your company always comes past and says that it looks like there's a ton of work going on by your workstation because it's so not organized. Yeah, and I've read before, too, that messy people are often just, like, very creative and, you know, geniuses are very messy people and all this other junk. And I'm like, yeah, but it would be nice to be able to walk through my basement. That would be cool. Be pretty cool. It'd be nice to be able to carry laundry to my washing machine without knocking stuff over. Walking? Very overrated, yes. If you haven't posted in the show and tell, please do the thing. We're going to go over there right now. Thank you very much for your patience with my distractibility, with my rabbit holes. And there is an axolotl in there. We're going to start with Ella's post from the 16th, from a couple of days ago. I was going to stream yesterday. I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. I got some stuff done here in my office. I got some admin stuff and some background things done. Organized with walking paths, takes notes. Why walk if you could swim in yarn? Oh my goodness. Not you too, Miro, with the cool story, Bob. We love Bob Ross. I love Bob. Yeah. So check this out. Ella's been doing a bunch of spinning with her supported spindle. I love the artwork on the bottom of this. This is very cool. These colors are so gorgeous. It reminds me of like a pretty summer sky. Maybe a summer sunset. Or a field full of wildflowers. Really pretty. Dandelions and hyacinths, maybe. Hi, best friend Danielle. How are you? What you're hoping is that one day you'll move into a bigger apartment and have a room dedicated to your computer and crafts. Yeah, I have a small office in our house. I'm thinking about some ways that I might be able to try and give myself more room down here. It's either that or move out of this space, and I don't know where I would move to. What we've talked about doing is having a separate space for me, either on our property, like a she shed type of situation. Can you go outside, baby? My older girl dog is asking to go out. Or renting a studio, but that's just not a cost that I think we should be sinking money into right now. But we do have 3 kids, and it would be nice for the boys to be able to have, like, to finish this room down here, give this room to one of the boys, give the other room that's down here to one of the boys, and let Ramona have the room upstairs. We've also talked about remodeling and putting a second bathroom in, because 1 bathroom with 5 people it's tough sometimes, to say the least. I'm gonna go let my girl dog out real quickly, and we'll keep going with this. This is beautiful, and I love seeing Ella's spinning adventures. Next up is this. Ian, these colors are so bright and happy. I'm gonna leave that up while I go let her out. I know. Everybody wanted to go outside. Everybody. All right. This is looking really good, Ian. I'm very proud of you. Just finished row 50 at 120 stitches a row. That's 6,000 stitches. Amazing. And very, like I said, very pretty bright colors. Look at rainbow axolotl. This is so stinking cute. I don't know if Flava's in here right now. Lots of stuff still going on with Flava health-wise. Please think positive thoughts for our friend Flava. Hi, Skip. Welcome in. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, Kim! Kim, are you still here? If I were you, I would leave and never come back. I'd be like, unsubbing, unfollowing, blocking, reporting, perma-banning. I've already been banned in Kim's channel once. All right. 25 months. I love you so much. Thank you very much for your 25-month resub. I did not mean to skip over your chicken squawks. Are you ready, everyone? This gets noisy. We had beef. We had to. Yeah. Beef. Are you serious, Skip? Really, Skip? Oh, congratulations! Oh, I'm so happy for you. Let's go. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Yippee! When approximately is the due date? That's awesome. Thank you for coming in here and sharing your really amazing good news. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. That's a big deal. All right. 25 months. Kim resubbed for 25 months. It's hard to believe that we've known each other that long, and it's also like just yesterday, right? That's my daughter's birthday. Oh, how cool. That's my daughter's birthday. Congratulations. So probably a Scorpio, baby. No worries, Pix. I love you. Can we get a... Oh, we did. We got a fancy shout out for Pix Dish. We love Pix. Please give Pix a follow. Like I was going on and on about earlier. Pix is amazing. Scorpio eyeballs. Oh, boy. A lot of these lately, y'all. If you can't see the text anymore, it is fine if you can't copy paste the text. And thank you, Pix, for doing that. There's a lot of these around right now. Everyone's getting them. Typically, they get taken they're out of commission super fast. Wow, really, Skip? Oh my goodness. So exciting. That's amazing. Congratulations. I know that the struggle with fertility is really rough, really hard for a lot of people. And it's something, you know, I'm glad you feel okay saying miracle baby. It's a discussion a lot of people are afraid to have. They don't want to bring up something that might make other people feel uncomfortable or something like that. But, you know, especially if you've been through a struggle like that, I'm just super happy for you and your partner. And it's just, no matter what, pregnancy and childbirth is a little bit stressful. It's like very happy and very exciting and a lot of good emotions, but also a lot of worry and a lot of stress. No, not at all. I'm saying we need to normalize people talking about it. And it's okay if people aren't comfortable sharing their stories about it. But I'm saying I'm glad that you felt comfortable saying something that, you know, that this has been a challenge, but that now here you are. And I'm so excited for you. It's really awesome. Yay. Because that's, you know, you're able to come in here and say that you're expecting. And some folks are terrified to even talk about expecting if it does happen because they're afraid, you know, and I understand that's really hard. If you've experienced infant loss or pregnancy loss, you deserve to have places you do feel safe talking about it. I know not everybody feels like discussing it publicly. I've had friends who have been through this, and some of them have preferred to be able to go somewhere like, say, a message board where other people have experienced it. You're just all excited. Yes. You had a less than 3% chance after your injury. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Way to beat the odds. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Okay. We need to do Kim's rubber chicken squawks, 25 of them, and then we need to get back to show and tell. Thank you so much for coming in here and sharing your good news. I'm really happy for you. Awesome. Go, go, power swimmers. All right, anyways, you should use that, Skip. That's yeah, you should be yelling that from the room. That's amazing. Hey, life finds a way, Skip. Life finds a way. I'm so happy for you and your partner. Congratulations. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I love you, Kim. Thank you for your support, your friendship. Thank you for being an awesome force for good on this platform, for all the hard work you've done for charity, and just being you, because you are amazing and we love you. I love you, Kim. Thank you so much. I really hope I get to give Kim a hug in person one of these days. Again, we have hugged each other. Like, soon. I got to hang out with Kim at TwitchCon. Are you planning on going this next time? I think you said you're not. It's okay. I totally understand. I couldn't go to Summit this year. I know. I think you had mentioned that. Hey, you will be missed. You will be missed. Maybe we need to make a
What are you doing
Kim
in my
doll.
laboratory?
Hi, Dee. How are you? And take it with us places and take pictures. Be like, look, it's like you're here. Yeah, it's you're 50-50 on it. I am maybe possibly thinking about trying to do Artist Alley with a friend. We're looking into it. Anyone know what the prices are or when they give you that information? A Kim cutout? Ah! Only if Kim herself was like in on all of that. Yeah, if you, we'll do it, Kim. You totally go buy something from me? Yeah. That's the only money I spent at TwitchCon outside of food. And yeah, that's it. Kim on a stick. Yes. A friend of mine commissioned me to make a doll because her boss has a tuxedo cat. You'd buy a Kim on a stick. Okay, so this axolotl from Flava is adorable, and Flava's a super skilled crocheter. And guess who else finally shared their stuff in the Discord? plaid pandas. Look at how cute this is. Look how good this is. Like, what were you nervous about? So amazing. Day one of posting my stuff, so Ian stopped spamming me about it. Years ago, Pandas was in a Discord Secret Santa. The girl you got liked Pokemon, and her name was Marion. So you made her a functioning marionette. All the limbs moved separately, and at the time, you were really proud. What do you mean, at the time? I hope you're still proud. You better be. Credit to Dexter D's for his dry humor. You do miss playing with it. This is beautiful. Anybody who received a gift like this, I'm sure, would be super thrilled. You were new to crocheting when you made it? You were new to crocheting? And you made this with articulated limbs? And you're worried about posting in my Discord? If you're new to the channel, this is the aggressive positivity we've become famous for. Seriously! Stop it! Get some help! We love you. This is incredible. If this was one of your first projects, then you need to post more often, please. Please? Hello? This is really good. And I look at this channel all the time, so if you don't want me to see it until the stream, then you better not post in here at other times. You can post in there anytime. I want you to post in there whenever. But I am gonna look at it if you post in there before a stream or whatever. Okay? No. This is amazing. You're amazing. We love you. Please. Share your beautiful art. Now I'm done. C-Bus is making a lot of progress on this cross stitch. We love you. I understand. Believe it or not, as extroverted and out there as I am, I also sometimes get a little bit uncomfortable when I feel like too much attention is being piled onto me. Like when people are like, 9 is so great, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I am a nerd. I am a total clown, and I am an absolute hack. And I have to talk myself down from that. You know, I get it.
1.5, one of the single greatest streamers of our generation.
No. It's not a competition! You only woodburn. You'd love to learn to crochet. Your daughter saw Kel's Sassy Bassy hat and had to have it, so you bought the pattern.
Maybe
I bought it
mine
today,
is
too.
The most competitive person I know for a gamer. Oh, what does the world come to?
You can thank Epic Games for making Fortnite. That's what the world has come to, is 45-year-old moms playing FPS games with their kids. I was 38 when the game came out. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long. And for a little while, my Epic username was a 39-year-old mom, so that when I eliminated somebody in Fortnite, they would see, you've been eliminated by a 39-year-old mom. Cross-stitching for more than bragging rights, and you've almost finished the second line of text here. This looks great so far. And again, just super happy for you and proud of you that you have pushed yourself to keep going with this. C-Bus did cross-stitch as a kid and came back to it as an adult just a short while ago and has been already, designed. This is like maybe the third thing already that C-Bus has designed and is doing a lot of these for charity, and some of them even as giveaways. So emotional damage right there. Easy clap. Okay. Making a little hand towel. I mean, cute. This is a pretty shade of blue. What yarn is this? Okay, I get to take the onesie off. We are heading into too warm for onesies weather, and I'll figure out something else for level 4. An update of this below. This is where I murder vegetables. Is this wood burned? Good question. What yarn was it? Uh-oh. We were just looking at your project. It's looking good. Guys, 10% off of these shirts. 10% off of these shirts with Moco PP. Code Moco PP in the fourth wall. 10% off of everything. You made it for your godmother. This is really cute. That's a very cute idea. It's very cute. I like it. How long have you been doing this for? I have a chicken-shaped cutting board upstairs, courtesy of Danielle. And some awesome baking dishes. So here's an interesting proposition my husband had. He needs a new laptop, and he's all, what if I just take your laptop and you buy yourself a new one because you seem to enjoy that process? And I was like, well, I mean, that's a possibility, but do you need... It's because, okay, do you know why? Because he used my laptop to play Fallout. He's been watching the Fallout TV show. Here's the progression of events. He's been asking me to help him find a new laptop because he just has like a Chromebook and it's really slow and he hates it. He started watching the Fallout show. He goes, I've never played this game. I said, I have it in my Steam library and I can make you an account and add you as a family member so you can play it. I already own it. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I have Fallout 76, and Fallout New Vegas. Someone bought me Fallout New Vegas forever ago. I played like 30 minutes of it. I think that it was a mistake to play that game first. I think I should have played the original first. The first one. Just Fallout. And so he wants to play it. So I let him borrow my laptop and I made him like a Steam account and I put him on as a family member because you can share your library with people on the same device. And now he's like, so what if I just take that laptop? Hubby becomes a streamer when? No. First of all, that would be a no cam stream for sure. He would not want a camera. Second of all, if he wanted to, I would. I don't think. That's just not. I know you're just kidding, but yeah, no, no, that's not gonna happen. The OG is more like the original. No, there is nothing wrong with being a no cam streamer. We have lots of friends who are either VTubers, PNG tubers, or just no camera or avatar at all. Original Baldur's Gate, which is a point and click style D&D RPG. Yeah, so the thing is though, I caught him so I set him up with it and he started playing. I came upstairs the other night because I was streaming down here and he's like passed out. Like he almost had his face on the keyboard of the laptop. I was like, see, like you just don't. I don't know if you even really like have time for video games and you just fall asleep playing a video game. Poor thing. The new ones are basically FPS with pause. Okay. Anyhow, I think he was like, oh, wow, this is a nice laptop. And he just doesn't want to have to deal with shopping for one. And I was like, well, yeah. The other thing I've thought about, too, is, you know, the kids are always bugging me to borrow my laptop to play games. I really don't like having them down here for a variety of reasons. They mess with my stuff. And it's just, this is my space. I don't mind them coming in here to talk to me and all that, but I don't need them spending time at my computer down here. Every time that they do, they close some tab I have open that I need or mess with something else on the computer on accident. So the other thing I've thought about, too, is that we could use, at some point, a family PC. And I don't know if that means they inherit this one and I build a brand new one. This is all way in the future. I'm not talking about anytime soon. Because the one I have is great. It would be a perfectly sufficient gaming computer plus like schoolwork and stuff for them. But New Vegas and On is where they went to first-person shooter type of games. He's been enjoying the show. So, anyways, this is very cool. What a sweet gift. And did you say how long you've been doing this for? Why can't we just 3D print components? Oh my goodness. Because then they couldn't charge us an arm and a leg for all of them. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. Look at these gorgeous colors. Fairy's been doing a bunch of diamond painting. That's something I need to get back into. I want to do the lemur one that Julie Needles grabbed for me from my throne. Because I think the ones that are really large, I just don't have space for them down here. And they're unwieldy. And yeah, this is so cool. What is it? Is it like a Halloween type scene? You started a while ago, but you only ever did anything around Christmas, so not long actively, but also for 2 years. Sure, I understand. Yeah, this is very pretty. I love all the bright colors. It's a witch walking into a moon. I was going to say this looks like the moon right here, and maybe this might be a broom. Like a Halloween type thing. Very cool. Are you working on this on stream? I'm sorry, I have not been in your channel actively. I'll pull open and lurk. We've just, I don't know. I'm looking forward to not having the second job to have to factor in so much different like scheduling stuff, and it's been, I don't know. You will be soonish getting a new arm. Awesome. I need a third job. I basically have like 4 jobs already. Zam, but thanks. I've actually even considered, you know, there's been a couple of places around here that have been hiring for like part-time bartender, and it's not something I would want to do for a while, like for a really long time, like indefinitely. I'd prefer like a seasonal position just to make extra money, but it's so physical and you're just like trashed afterwards. You know, I don't know. I sometimes miss interacting with people, but that's why I just want to be able to come down and help out at the shop more. The one you have is not strong enough for your Sony, so it leaves your work area in a bad place. I have the second Sony mounted on this like beefy kind of thing that's like, it's like articulated, but it like really screws tight and it's hanging down, but it's like very secure. However, it is literally just mounted to a beam in the ceiling. But yeah, the Sony DSLRs are not super light. Yeah, that's a big criticism of a lot of cameras, and then the lenses as well. So if you're not just using a kit lens, you know, if you're using certain types of lenses can be like really really heavy. Oh, wow. Look at this. How cool. Final Fantasy Stitch Along update. This is going to be a really cool looking piece when it's done. You have one that is meant for top-down shots showing up Sunday. Is it like a is it going to clamp onto your desk and then have something that comes over top? How does it work? And you know, the only issue with that, right, is anything that clamps onto the desk. This is clamped onto my desk. Every time that you bump into your desk, Chimera. Every time you bump into your desk, it like shakes the camera depending on how stable your desk is, you know, like, or even if you just, you know, do something like that, it shakes. Anyways, this is awesome, and I'm excited to see this piece come together. I think, where can people find this? I know Pix had to go back to doing work stuff. Probably in Pix's Discord. If you're a Final Fantasy fan. Sure, yeah, of course. I've thought about trying to find a different angle, because the way I have things set up currently, if I move this camera and point it where holding projects, you know what this is like, Chimera. Holding projects in a position that is comfortable for me as a crocheter means very difficult to find a good angle for you to see up close what I'm doing. Because I'm naturally inclined to hold stuff right here in front of me, not held out over a flat surface. So I get in trouble all the time with certain moderators for being out of frame. Edge of scene detection alert. This looks almost exactly like what I have. And it's like beefier, and it has like the joint. It has several, like, it has like 3 joints in it. And so like you can totally articulate it. Low key want to do a chest rig, but so much movement. Yeah. Then every time you get up, you have to remember to turn it off and all that stuff. Wonder who that is. Yeah, Ian. The back pain. I know. Well, it's just like, because like I don't hold stuff out in front of me, like over my knees when I'm sitting and crocheting. I hold it right here. It'll come over the monitor. Yeah, maybe with a gimbal or something, right? Well, so CNOT Bush has like an first person view of like what he's doing when he's working on painting and sculpting minis. Mostly he does the sculpting on stream. I don't know if I've ever seen him painting. It's all been sculpting. It's natural to have it close to you, yes. So it's hard because finding an angle that does not expose the keyboard. You know, we have to type a lot of the time when we're streaming. And I don't want to be like, you know, having my keyboard in the scene. You figured out a fancy round corner all on your own. Look at you go. This looks to me like it's the velour yarn, not blanket yarn. What Sony camera do you have, Fairy, out of curiosity? I have 2 A6000s and I'm pretty happy with them. There is I mean, and I'm not focused on this right now, but I decided why not, and I threw it in the throne. There is a really cool mini DSLR produced by Blackmagic Studios that is like the smallest DSLR basically that you can get. and would be cool for like hiking and IRL outdoor content that I did put in my throne. But it uses a different lens system than what I currently have. It uses the Micro Four Thirds. So Olympus, Panasonic, and a few other manufacturers. Sigma makes them too. So purchasing lenses for that type of camera is like kind of an adventure in a whole new, like, you know, understanding the equipment, like having to understand it and all that. Hi, Bets. So it's a chenille home slim loops and threads. Okay. How you doing today, Bets? Welcome in. So yeah. That's I wish there was a way that you could indicate like this is a low priority item. I think you can show that things are high priority items on Throne, but I wish there was a way you could just say, hey, it's low priority. I think you can reorder them in general though. You're good, just really tired, yeah. And I have some stuff coming from the Throne, speaking of, from a couple of little chaos gremlins that got in there the other day. Ah, Buttspot. Poor guy needs more subs. Yeah. That's really funny. All the different emote codes that aren't working. Some of them with the word fart in them, so they wouldn't work anyways. You can have them in streamer order and put them at the bottom. Streamer order is defaulted. Yeah. Plaid Pandas, are you still here? Miro's looking for you, Pandas, if you can hear me. Seriously, thank you everybody for sharing in the Discord. I really appreciate you posting in there. And thank you very much for sharing all of your creativity. And you know, other stuff too. I need to get to work on this piece and hopefully finish it today. How far did we get Brenda to toward 435? Don't forget to follow Brenda on YouTube. Well, that's a subscription. Gets out magnifying glass to see what those cakes are in the bottom left corner. Are we talking about on screen? Are we talking about on here? This is Twister. There's a bunch of Twister down there, which is a Hobie. Twister Solid. You're hoping to get the A and the N of than done today and get started on the last line of words. And then all you get to do is fill in, and that's going to be easy. That's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I got to find my pattern. Oh, I organized some stuff with patterns, and that's why it's not opening. I was like, what? I actually put patterns in the folders they belong in. For once. Okay. We did the back legs. We did the body. We need to make the tail. I don't know if my friend in the picture she sent me of this cat, if she sent a picture of the tail. What's up, Dr. Ashwell? How are you? Yeah, adds file organization to her list with floor paths. I mean, you know. Dr. Ash, are you still visiting stream? Oh man, there's so many patterns in here that I've intended to do. That I haven't gotten to yet. Yikes, stripes. Let me look and see if I can find the pictures real quickly here of this kitty friend. Well, here's the one picture, but it doesn't show his tail. Let's see. The kitty's name is Luigi. I just noticed the other cat in the background of this picture. I need to message my friend because I don't see a picture of his tail. Do you have or can you get a picture of the kitty's tail? Or tell me if it's solid black or has any white markings? Thanks. I didn't do the dono yet. Oh, yay! Bets. Yippee. Bets got all of the goodies in the mail. Thanks, Bets. Thank you, Bets. Thank you for your support. I haven't yet, Bets, but it's in the works. It's on my to-do list. I have so much stuff still to do. I owe a bunch of people charity things. I know you're just excited for it. I have a bunch of charity things that I need to tend to that I have still not sent out, including some of the needle minders. I've sent one or two of them out. And other things like the Yoshi eggs from the charity stuff. I need to get all that stuff sent out to people before I take on any new projects, any new custom commissions. This friend of mine who commissioned me for the kitty cat, I don't think there's like a huge deadline for it, but was so enthusiastic that I wasn't anticipating this. Just went ahead and Venmo'd me money before I like actually sent an invoice or anything like that. So I was like, okay. Which is great. I'm thankful. And this is a really awesome old, like we've known each other for like, gosh, going on 20 years. So I think she was just like, yeah, here, have money. Like obviously she knows that she can trust me. I don't know how many times I slept on her couch after going out on the town and vice versa, or she slept on mine, or, you know, we've loaned each other money for rent and junk like that. We're really close friends for like a long time. So it's awesome that she wanted to commission me, and I just want to make sure I'm not overloading myself. So I will let you know. I need to do some research. There's lots of options when it comes to patterns for animals. So I need to find something that I think would work, and that is not going to be like overly complex. Which I don't mind doing those pieces from time to time, but you know, if you guys saw the parrots plural that I did, I'm glad I did that. And I'm also like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I did that. It was so many feathers because I did 2 of them. It's a really cool pattern. I'm just happy that this stuff made it there safely, and thank you very much for buying the Mario Star and the Chicky out of the shop. And yeah, the Yoshi eggs, it's like dinosaur eggs. I could put those in my shop and call them dinosaur eggs, right? Right? What color do not Yoshi, just dinosaur eggs? What colors do they come in all the different games? Are there a lot of them? Kim. Video game dinosaur eggs. Exactly. You still like giant quail eggs. Is that the TikTok of the birds? Yeah. I do enjoy making those eggs because they're simple. And this same designer whose egg pattern I use has a Yoshi pattern. I think I like the 1-Up pattern better, the one that Kim has used, and I think Pix too, right? 1-Up Crochet, if you don't know who we're talking about. Thank you, Bets. And I love this. Bets says, I love my new babies from 9.5. Thank you again, friend. Thank you for supporting me and thinking my art is cool enough to buy. The 1-Up is amazing. I love all of her patterns. I've used a lot of her Pokemon patterns. They are written very well. And she's super sweet and a really lovely person. They are complex, but that's because they're detailed and they actually look very much like the thing that they are. Thank you for sharing, and I'm so glad they made it there safely. Thank you again for the support. I really appreciate it. That's my friend messaging me back. I think his tail is all black. He has white toe socks on. Yeah, he has white toe socks on all of his feet. Yep, his tail is all black. Okay, cool. Of course. I mean, it's fine. If you don't know why I'm like, of course. Black yarn is notorious for being difficult to work with, but it's okay. Oh, no. Let's do it now. Thank you. No. You're helping me stay caught up. Thank you, Miro. We love you. And also the thing that you messaged me about, I have not yet been able to give it my full attention, but I will as soon as possible. Thank you again for all of your amazing help. It was Big Table, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys are not familiar with Big Table, they are a charitable organization that is the only nonprofit in the country focused on providing both triage, crisis care, and ongoing coaching and support for restaurant and hospitality workers in need. Big Table works with each person individually to respond to what is most urgent while helping them uncover and resolve deeper issues. Once the initial crisis has passed, Big Table continues to walk alongside individuals, offering accountability and encouragement. And they have locations in Spokane, Washington. That's the one that's closest to me. San Diego, California, Nashville, Tennessee, and Colorado Springs. It might be cool to be able to go to their offices when we go to TwitchCon. Maybe we could arrange for a visit and stream and talk with them about how our support helps them. They did a video when you guys went behind my back. And wow, so fast. Oh, I love this friend so much. I love you. I am so thankful that you asked me to make something and are willing to support my business.
it really means a lot to me. Not that many people from my IRL life have done that. Heart. I don't spam my personal Facebook, though. I really feel like it's just something I prefer to keep voluntary for the people who I know. If they want to support me, I occasionally post that I stream or that we're doing charity or that I have a shop. But very, very rarely, because I don't want people to feel like that my personal account is being used as a business account. If they're interested in it, they'll follow me on my business socials. But every once in a while, I think it's okay to be like, by the way, your friend has a business if you'd like to support it. So I do occasionally like repost stuff from the comic book shop or mention my shop or my stream. What's up, Yatarika? How are you? Thank you. Yeah, this is a really fun, it's a paid pattern. It's a paid pattern, so if anybody's interested in purchasing it, and that's my grocery order blowing up my phone and my computer. I need so many different notifications, or I just don't see things or hear them. Trying to get some of your crafting done, but kids are a distraction. Oh, I feel that. I hear you. It's bad enough. I'm my own distraction. I am my own distraction. I don't even need the kids' help. So we're going to do a $10 donation to our Big Table campaign. We do this every time we complete a level 5 hype train. If we make it to level 10, I increase the dono to $25. We complete a level 10. Not only do you guys get some cool emotes if we complete level 10 hype trains, but I also more than double the donation amount to the charity. Thank you very much. Make sure you're logged into a Tiltify account to help you track your charitable donations for taxes when the time comes. You can have them. Well, that applause and celebration and everything is it belongs to you all as much as it does to me, because I wouldn't be able to do even a fraction of this if it weren't for your love and your support and your help. We're closing in on $100,000 raised through Tiltify probably sometime this year, maybe. You know, anything can happen, but we are on track to probably cross the $100,000 threshold this calendar year, and I'm very, 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 very thankful. We've raised $94,834.45. That's so much impact for people. And our main two charities that we work with are St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Starlight Children's Foundation, both of which serve ill and injured children. St. Jude focuses on researching cures, treatment, and prevention for catastrophic childhood illnesses like cancer and sickle cell. And Starlight helps kids receiving those very same treatments.
Shut up and take my money.
Doing good. Thank you, TM. Thank you for the $5 donation. The $5 tip. Thank you for the $5 tip. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for helping fund what we do here in general. And I take those funds and I use them for materials for charity giveaways. I use them for upgrading equipment. I use them for supporting other people who are streaming and crafting. I use them for feeding my family, paying the internet and the lights, and being able to continue focusing my energy on this as my main career now. I guess it feels so weird to say that this has become a career for me, because for a long time I thought the only career path I had going forward was food service and hospitality. And that is one reason why Big Table is such a meaningful charity target for me, because I spent the vast majority of my working life, of my professional life, as a restaurant employee, and I did not think that I would ever be able to do anything else to support my family. Only because I tried a few times, and the pay cut I would have had to take was just not, the math was not mathing. And when I started doing this a little over 5 years ago, it was just for funsies. And because I am a freak of nature, and even after, or before going into a restaurant to talk to strangers for like 6 hours straight, I could totally still talk to strangers for like another 6 hours of the day. And you guys aren't strangers, but you know what I mean. I can people indefinitely, and I'm aware that that's not a thing that a lot of other people necessarily have, and that it's both a gift and a curse, though, because you can feel it sometimes when you're in front of people. Thank you so much. That's a cool username. Thanks for the follow, Steampunk Hummingbird. Wait, who are you people? Yeah. But, just like in restaurants, I love having regular chatters. We love seeing familiar faces as hospitality employees, right? That means you did something right. It means you love seeing a new face, a fresh face, like Steampunk Hummingbird. We love that. I'm imagining now what that would look like, a steampunk hummingbird. We love meeting new people. I get a charge out of meeting new people. I know for some people that's a little bit taxing, right? It's not that they don't enjoy it. We've talked about this before. Fairy says I'm the kind of extrovert introverts like having for a friend, because I don't get offended or upset when my introvert friends need to sort of pull themselves back a little bit. I like just let them do their thing over here. Thank you, Wee Claire Bear. It's turning out really good, and that's, credit definitely where credit is due. That's due in large part to the design, to the pattern, but I'm blessed with that. Seemingly, even I get peopled out. In fact, after the pandemic, I noticed it would be like the in-person interaction does take it out of me a bit more now than it used to. And that's, it's even just going
Another
out.
one.
You burn the sob.
Thank
The naughty
you,
gnome
Nomi.
gifted
Do
a
you
tier
know
1
each
sub to
other?
Steampunk Hummingbird
No.
1982. They have given 70 gift subs in the channel.
Not at all, Fairy. Not at all, Fairy. Not at all. I've had many, like, textbook introvert friends and partners over the years. And people treat introversion like it's some kind of like flaw or like a bad thing, and I don't think that's true at all. And most of us are actually ambiverted anyways. Thank you so much, Nomi, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Steampunk Hummingbird 1982. I really appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing. And there's also a few sounds in the sound alerts, Steampunk Hummingbird, that are free for subscribers. Well, yeah, I just, I try to put people at ease, but I do realize that sometimes I can be a bit much for some people. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have come in here when we're really chaosing hard and are like, yep, and they just turn around and go. And that's okay. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but I am who I am. You don't like the word freak because you're disabled and a dance teacher used to call you? Oh, I am sorry to hear that. that someone used that word toward you in a negative way. When I say it, I don't mean, I guess I mean exceptional. I think I embrace the term, and I proudly call myself that, but I understand. If it's a term that bothers you, I am sorry that someone used it against you like that, Bets. She was so mean, but a brilliant choreographer. That's no excuse. Your face-to-face is nowhere near as common as pre-2020, right? What's up, IDC? How you doing? Did you get your Pokeball? I think you said you did. Well, hello, Karen.
Excuse me.
Karen, we need to fix this for you.
A little too.
So that you don't have to do that. Okay, yeah, but at the same time, I understand. I don't want to remind anyone of abuse they suffered. You know, one of my own kids had a bad situation yesterday.
Shut up and take my money.
Too much, never enough. Thank you very much for another $5 tip. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Helping me cover the cost, of like a giveaway item for a charity event, like the shipping. Thanks for helping with the shipping for a charity giveaway item. We talk about what the amounts do for the charities. Domestic U.S., ground, like Saver or whatever. USPS Ground Advantage is what they're calling it now. It's about $5 on average for shipping a small item out to someone who won a giveaway. Thank you very much for doing that. What's going on, IDC? You're only an introvert until you know you vibe with someone. Karen, how you doing today? I adore you. Cool, IDC. I'm glad it made it there safely. Take my bits and love them. Thank you for the 100 bits. And too much, never enough. Thank you for the $5 tip. I really appreciate that. When you feel safe and know folks won't get booty hurt if you stop talking for a few and realize you are still listening. Yes. And again, it's like this assumption that if somebody's quiet, there must be something wrong. And that's not necessarily true. I saw a funny video where somebody was like, what if we treated extroverts like we treat introverts? And we were like, I noticed that you're talking a lot. Is everything okay? Thank you, Red. I was like, yeah. Oh my god, okay. Rin, thank you for the hydrate. IDC, thank you for the 100 biddies and for kicking off a hydrate. This is the second one today. We already hype trained. There was already a train and it left. And now I guess it's back again. Thank you. That scared your dog awake and made her fart. That's what we specialize in here. What's up, nervous deer? Welcome in. Farts are normal. Let's remember that. It's true. Storm prep again. Oh, no. Behind the scenes costs are often overlooked. Yeah. Home from working, just trying to relax a bit. Thank you. I appreciate you guys starting a hype train. LMG, lol. Yeah, of course, Rin. We've had exciting news already today. Skip came in and told us they're expecting, which is awesome. Woohoo! I'm so excited for you. What's going on, Rin? Tell us all about it while we have a hype train. Well, I guess we're partying. Yeah, okay, I was like, is this a 6 single crochet in a magic circle? I gotta get some work done today. Just noticed that you hit your curve follower goal of 900. Good for you! You're awful close to 1K. We've been friends with Rin for a really long time. If you guys want to give Rin a follow and help try to get closer to 1K. Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. So like I said, we just did the hype train donation from the last one. If you guys complete a level 3, you have to get up and do 50 jumping jacks. If you complete a level 4, you get to pick the onesie, and I wear it for a half an hour. If you do a level 5 completed, we do a $10 donation to the charity of Chat's choice. Chat gets to vote. There's no pressure, of course, to contribute to hype trains, you know. I appreciate everybody just being in here, of course. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. Your OBS is open. That's always funny when you forget OBS is open. Sometimes I'll be upstairs in my kitchen and I'll just get a random offline follow. And my alerts will be going off downstairs. One time we got a raid and my husband was home after putting the new raid thing in. And there's just like all these random fart noises coming from downstairs. And he's looking at me and I'm like, what? What is it? You know what I do, right? You know what I do down there most of the time, right? Like you're home when I'm streaming sometimes. So just, you know, it's fine. Ian. Your eye is doing much better now and eyelid is almost normal. Good. I'm glad. You know, God forbid that maybe you should just do it when I'm like here and streaming to this platform. Ian's at his trolliest when I'm live on YouTube or somewhere else. Thank you guys for the hype train. I really appreciate it. Phew, no jumping jacks or onesie for me. If a fart noise is the worst you hear, it's a chill day. Exactly. Yeah, he knows that. Hey, look, he has been... He's a pragmatist. So for a little while there, I think he saw me pouring a lot of energy, you know, outside of our family commitments and my full-time job when I was still, you know, a server. He saw me pouring a lot of energy and attention into streaming, and he knows that it's hard. It's difficult to make it an entertainment. Like, you know, most of us understand that in any kind of entertainment, streaming or whatever. And he just didn't want me to be sad if it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. Have I told you guys that he tried to predict that after we got partnered that I would get bored with this and quit? Have I told you that? And I said something to him the other day about that. I was like, Hey, how about that whole thing where you said that you thought I was going to quit? I was going to lose interest and quit streaming if we got partnered. And he goes, why do you think I told you that? And I was like, you punk. He's like, well, aren't you proving me wrong? I was like, okay, now you go take credit for that too, huh? I'm like, shut up, dude. Yep. He's like, you liked the challenge. You really liked the challenge that getting partnered presented you. It's like you did it the hard way. You did everything about it the hard way. 9 was reverse psychology. Yes. And I'm like, well, neither of us have ever had anything just handed to us in our lives, really. So, you know. And it's okay that there are people who have. I don't begrudge them that. You know, that's usually somebody's hard work somewhere along the way. It's like what you do with it and the attitude that you have toward it. You know, I think is important. Like, people don't choose to be born into families that are already well-to-do, right? But understanding that you're starting out with a privilege is, you know, it says something about the parenting and about the person if they recognize that and do what they can to try to not only make the best use of something like that, a position like that, but maybe give back to others in a way that sort of like helps lift other people up is pretty awesome. And there are many people who do that. Like, I know it's easy to like go, oh yeah, all rich people are bad. And I just don't think that's true. Yes, a lot of people who are wealthy got there because they have not behaved in the most scrupulous of manners, but it doesn't mean that all people who have resources just hoard them and don't try to help others. I've been on the receiving end of things like, you know, for example, scholarships and grants and things that are funded by people who say, yeah, here, we'll give money to the school at University of Southern California in particular. Or, yeah, we've had a lot of generosity here. You know, you guys could choose to spend your money any number of ways, and you want to see this keep going. And not to mention, you know, all the wild support for our charities. It is pretty awesome. It doesn't compute sometimes. I feel like I'm just at a loss to understand. But it makes me happy to know there are folks out there who have that spirit of generosity and want to see other people thrive. And they're willing to invest in that. What is happening right now? I don't think this is right. Oh, it's because I'm not supposed to be single crochet increasing right now. I'm supposed to be. This is not right. I have too many stitches, I think. Well, let's count them. Oh, 23, 24. Yeah, I do have the right number. What's going on? Why am I messing this up? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I know. 2. I mean, I read the instructions incorrectly for one thing. Oh, yeah. Not to mention Ruben. But, you know, while those are people who have done amazing things for us, and I'm very thankful for their wild generosity, there's also folks who typically tend to do things in smaller increments. But they've done them for years. Or they just can't do as much. And, you know, it was Jang who said something about this. you have to remember that some of the folks that do things like just do a tier 1 subscription to you monthly, or they cheer, 100 bits in your channel from time to time, or they make a $5 or a $10 donation to the charity campaign that you're running. Depending on their situation, proportionally speaking, that might be a much higher percentage of their available discretionary funds. And it might mean they are sacrificing some little treat or comfort of their own to help you or to help other people. Just coming and hanging out in the stream and spending time with you. Absolutely. So it is easy to highlight the larger contributions, the more noticeable, higher amounts at one go. But all of those things, the time people spend and all the smaller contributions, it all adds up. And we want to make sure everybody feels appreciated. Those of you who have done things like, sponsor a giveaway through the fourth wall, support is support. None is better than the other, right? But, definitely hard if somebody goes completely bonkers, doing a lot at once because they can and want to and are excited to be able to do a lot for you all at once. Super appreciated, right? And definitely gonna elicit a big reaction. But I try the best I can to make sure everybody feels like, we can't be dialed to 11, even someone like me, 100% of the time. But I hope that it does come through that I very much appreciate all of you. And that's one reason why, if ever someone who is in the streaming, the live streaming space, makes some kind of offhand comment about people being, not enough financial support coming their way in some way that seems very entitled. There was that person a while back who was like, if you have time to sit in here and watch me, then you have time to have a job and have money to pay to watch me. Yes, except you're choosing to broadcast on a site where there's no paywall. So if you think that your content is so great and you deserve to be paid for it no matter what, then go ahead and put it behind a paywall. Nobody's stopping you. And it's just kind of a yucky attitude to have. It's like, that's, you accept the responsibility to motivate people. Yeah, you indeed. And this was a while back. I can't even remember the name of the person, but streamer Twitter kind of blew up when they made these comments. And, it's like, I don't know that person enough to even remember their username, but I do remember them saying that. Go make a Patreon. Turn sub-only streams on. There's no need to announce to the world and complain about it. Exactly. But the thing is, people like that know that how else will people find them if their content is behind a paywall? Then they won't get new, it's like they want to have the best of both worlds. They want new people to come and find them before they've subscribed, but then they want them to instantly start throwing money at them. You're a motivate. What's going on, Lambo? And so many people do this just for the love of it and, gladly do it without any expectation of any kind of monetary compensation whatsoever. Or then there's people like Bread for Kids, our friend Bread for Kids, who streams 100% charity. There was someone who tossed a fit over a 100-bit cheer. Then set your minimum to 500 bits. If you think that you should only receive 500 bits or more at a time, then set your minimum to 500 bits. And good luck with that, because most people aren't going, especially a new person, is not going to feel like throwing 500 bits right at you, depending on who they are. Yeah, it's that's entitlement, and it's unfortunate. Most of us only set a minimum. The vast majority of us only set a minimum to prevent, too much spam. Anyway, let's not focus on those jerks. How you doing, Lambo? Lambo is Lambo lets me troll him for free all the time.
Beep beep. I'm a sheep. I said beep beep.
I pay to do it sometimes because I like Lambo.
Anyways, yeah, I think the best course of action is just to be appreciative of what people do when they're capable, right? You'd be happy with one. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, now I get to just crochet for 6 rounds. Trolled in this economy? Yeah. Well, I just like how when you cheer a bunch of bits in Lambo's channel, a metric cluck ton of virtual items and sound effects. Virtual items get chucked at his sheepy little avatar, and there's a bunch of fun sound effects. And the best part is my immersion is not broken because you react as if you are. I believe you're being hit by all those items in real life. But my immersion! It's pretty funny when he breaks it. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, bought things. Wait, what? I'm confused. My immersion! What bought things? Like, I'm out of frame? Oh. You just trying to find different ways to tell me that so I don't feel like you are just saying the same thing over and over again? I'm sorry. You met a streamer that when you gift a sub, it sprays him with water, and if you cheer a certain amount of bits, it shoots a ping pong ball at him. Oh my goodness. It's the best thing ever. Rhino Lion, who is now Pottery Dojo, when you do certain things in Pottery Dojo's channel, he has it set up for bubbles, like actual bubbles to come out of a machine in his studio. It's pretty great. So he even has like bubble emotes. Like some people have receipt printers. Astro does a receipt printer. Lioness also used to do a receipt printer. But the bubbles are a lot of fun. We do have ads right now. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I will have any afternoon obligations tomorrow. This next coming week, might be a bit wonky because there's several days off for varying reasons that are a mystery to me. Don't get me started. Like, my children have missed so much school this year. And I'm not, as a person who now also teaches kids, kind of, not really like a licensed teacher, but I work with them. I can understand why the teachers would rather, have, even if it's just a prep day or whatever, not having students in the classroom is helpful for them to get caught up. Etc. But they had so many snow days this year, and they're not. You're an educator. I know that's not what you were saying there. You're like, you're an educator. And I'm like, you're an educator. It's because Lambo and Chimera are in here. Also, did you know that we're going to play Bread and Fred with Chimera on Friday, May 3rd? But the kids are off school on Monday and Friday, so... And then they're out early for conferences 2 days of the week. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Bread and Bread notes. Saslam notes. Oh, I haven't showed you guys the preliminary animation for the new emotes. Bread and Fred. Oh my goodness, there's something in show and tell too. How cute is this? Look at how cute this is! Hi, Kay. Look how cute these are. They're little froggies. They're so adorable. Could use a what word emote? We literally don't have anywhere to put it. I feel like. And you guys are so awesome. And I will never complain about how many emote slots we have. We have a lot. You guys will riot if I take almost all of what we already have in there, I feel like. I don't know. You would have to figure out what you want to lose. You know what I mean? We have it looks like 10 animated slots open. like the painting chicken. The Bob Ross chicken. Robot wizard. Yes, yeah, it's fine. There's nothing in here that you shouldn't see. This was the other version. I liked this one better. I feel like this one, yeah, the first one is the one we want. And then I said this one because it has a skull at the end. But just in case, Saskia gave me a regular fart. But I like it turns into a skull at the end. Hi, Chen. Love you, Chen. And then this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Perfect. No notes. This will be our kek. So thank you guys very much for all your love for the channel, for all of the investment you put into the channel financially. It enables me, and Saskia is so awesome. Like, if I need minor tweaks and stuff, absolutely no issue whatsoever. So I have had such a great experience working with Sesky. I think so. Okay. I think they are open for commissions. If anyone needs artwork for their channels. And they did our logo redesign, and are also going to do, starting soon. What's up, Silver Architect? How are you? Starting soon, ending and panels. I commissioned starting soon, ending, animated screens, panels, and a bunch of emotes this last time. Can't click that link on mobile for some reason. I can DM it to you. Okay. I can slide into your DMs. So that takes you to the Etsy. But I think there's also a Ko-fi. I'm sending you their Ko-fi as well. Oh, thank you, Ruthful. I really appreciate that. It was nice of them to approach me about that. You know, they just said, hey, here's a few questions. We'd love to do a spotlight on you. And Izzy from Tiltify is really awesome, and I think is the person who mostly coordinates all those and stuff. And again, my experience with Tiltify has been overwhelmingly positive. So if anybody has questions about Tiltify, and not long ago they sent me this 50,000 lifetime fundraised pin that I actually need to go put on my banner over here. You may or may not have gotten more things from Susky on the way. Awesome! We love that. Yes. Please help support our friends who are artists. And we have lots of really awesome emote, digital art folks in our community. So, like, just, I understand. I do understand. And I have done it myself. I've taken advantage of, like, the instant download, emotes that are from someone on Etsy. That's still an independent artist. They do amazing fart. Yes, but indeed. Have we not done a fancy shout out yet for Kim for the day? Dear Lord. I just looked at the activity feed and we had not yet done a fancy shout out for our friend Kim. That's my fault. You have to do it. Fiber arts and gaming and chaos and singing and dancing and partying and just a lot of fun. Susky's semi-realistic cartoony drawings are like the perfect style for the channel. It's true. What? Kim? Get loved on, nerd. You're amazing. What? What? Sew the tail to the body between rounds 7 and 11. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board with sewing the head on. What did I say yesterday? I was like, man, we have to vamoose here pretty soon. I want to finish my Hello Kitty Sailor Moon thing. Just melt it on. Give me all the love, fine, I accept. Okay. Yes, very good. Good. Resistance is futile. Here's what we're going to try is to have that over there like that. And I will try and come back and tie the ends together. Just so slippery, this. Resistance is fruitful. Yes. Hi, Miss Jean. How are you? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy time zone. It is very cute pattern. And again, it is a pay for pattern by a designer named Peaky Craft. This cat in real life is not very chunk, actually. In fact. But it's okay because this is a plushie. I had a Tuxie who was, she was a trip. her name was Odd Job. She was a stray, and a friend of mine was living with this a couple who owned their house, and he was renting a room. And this little tuxedo kitty just started coming around and was just sort of hanging out. And they nicknamed her Odd Job, like we'll do odd jobs for food. And the one the man of the couple that owned the house would sometimes have had just a couple too many Pabst Blue Ribbons at the pub down the street and would fall asleep on the back porch. And she would sleep on top of him before they took her in. Just kind of funny. So they took her in, but unfortunately, she did not at all get along with their other two shelter rescue cats who had been front declawed, and she was definitely not declawed, and was used to life on the streets. And she was scrappy. She was really tiny, but she was scrappy as all get out. Yours is incredibly muscular. You need to put a second coat on the background. Karen Day is your name, then Reburn, and then you'll get a picture. You're trying to help him lose weight, but you've not had much success so far. Special paw that only gets some use out of, so the other three are super strong in compensation. You have 2 domestic dogs and a wild dog. Guess who's the alpha out of your 4? You guessed it, Winston. If you guess Winston, you're correct. He straight bullies the dogs, even the wild one. How funny. Yeah, but she was being really mean to the other cats, so they were like, yeah, we hate the fact that we can't keep her. But I was like, well, every time I was there, she was on me, like glued to me. Every time I was at their house, just glued to me. And I was like, all right, this is just the universe telling me this cat was meant to be mine. So I took her, and I had her for a long time. Regrettably, she and the dog that my husband had when we got together, both of our pets that we had when we got together, passed within a week of each other. And it was the holidays. It was horrible. But such is life. Your cat and dog tolerate each other, but won't be cuddly best friends. Yeah. Our cats are now fairly well used to having dogs in the house. And it was really like, we had dogs that were here before cats. And so Maggie just had a very hard time adjusting because she's always kind of been a bit excitable about cats, but that's her breed. And it's not really her fault. But she's gotten used to our cats. She ignores our cats now. Our cats are old news. But when we see a cat out walking, she still freaks out. Your 4 are all besties. Winston just doesn't put up with their puppy shenanigans. Yeah, so that's why we ended up with 2 puppies. Skip is because the first puppy needed a buddy, so he would stop trying to harass our elderly female dog, who just was like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. What's up? How you doing? How's it going, Masked Alaskan? Jan was in here earlier. It's just the day of OG Fortnite homies. Apparently. How you doing? Oh, also Infinite stopped by again the other day, which was really sweet. Not necessarily looking for you, just to say hi, and said that they saw that you had been live not that long ago. How's everybody doing? How's the family? Yeah, they had stopped in looking for you, and I said, yeah, he does come around every once in a while. They were a little concerned, you know, just because they hadn't seen you in a little bit. And I was like, well, he's had a lot going on. We reassured them that, you know, you were all right. You were just, you know, a little worried. I was like, oh, he's okay. He's hanging in there. I mean, I know you've had a lot of stuff to deal with. I hope some of that is getting better for you. He lives up north from there. Well, I mean, how far north? How much further north can you really get? Alaskan greetings horse, rare breed. That's funny. That's ironic, talking about Alaska. Do you live in Alaska, or is that just the breed of the horse? That would be funny. Be an interesting coincidence. He's in Anchorage. You're in Juneau, Masked Alaskan. Is it so north it's south? Okay. I really want to keep going and finish sewing this head to the body, but I probably should. Here, let me, I'm turning off raids mods, just so you know. I really want to finish sewing this body on, but we're getting there. It's almost done. It's going to be done soon. TM. These are the little back feet. Little back feet and the tail. Very cute pattern. Totally would make again. Definitely chonky. All right. We made some progress today. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys are all going to have a great time zone. Looks like Ariella rated Moko's.
Thanks
Rue,
to
Rue.
@Miro_B for my sub gift.
Thank you, Rue. Thank you, Miro. Thank you, Rue, for being my awesome friend and being in here and hitting the button. And thank you, Miro, for giving the button to Rue to hit. Thank you very much. I appreciate those multi-month gift subs more than I can say. 36 months, that's 3 years. Excellent. I'm going to do this 3 times. It's really loud. Yes, Ruthful, you too. Okay, just be aware. This is very loud. If you have headphones on or if you're sensitive to noise in general, you might want to turn the volume down. I'm going to give you like 3 seconds to do that. 3, 2, 1. Here's for the first year, Rue. I love your face. Volume up. All
right, that's only the first one. We got to do it 2 more times. Are you ready? Go. Wow. Excellent. Perfect. And then one more time, everybody. And 3 whole years. I love you, Rue. All right, excellent. We have somebody on who has rated us in the past, who is in the same category and is doing makers and crafting. And I would love to return the favor and read Rainbow the River. So come with us on the read, please. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything today. I really appreciate y'all. Your enthusiasm, your support, your love for the channel. I can't tell you enough how... Oh no! Ah! Pardon. Wake the dead 3 times, yes. Thank you so much. When we have even numbered year resubs, we do that for however many years you get a big red rubber chicken. Thank you so much, Miro, for the gift sub for Rue. And I can't believe it's been 3 years. That's wild. Poor gal was sleeping and got startled awake. Oh, no. Rainbow the River is where we're going. Please come with us. This is a mature audience's channel, just so you know, in case you care about those things. It'd be lovely if you could at least come by and leave a lurk. If you have to get going, I understand. I really do try the best I can to reciprocate to people who raid us. And that's another reason why this raid tool is so awesome, because you can filter it to same category and like has raided you before. And see who's live, who's raided you before, who maybe you haven't had the chance to return the favor yet or in a while, right? Thank you very much, everybody, for everything today. I really appreciate it. I might try to do an evening stream tonight. I didn't get to it last night because I was too tired. I listened to my body and went to bed early. But maybe tonight I will, because Hubs is going to be home at a reasonable hour. So it's always easier to do when I have another adult in the house. Remind you to ask me about what? About what? The raid tool? Yes. It's actually really awesome. I don't know if it is available to everyone yet. Please do something nice for yourselves between now and the next time I see you, because self-care is super important and you are worth it. I really appreciate you guys. Grab those raid calls. Come with us over to Rainbow the River and drop a follow. There's some crafting going on over there. Thank you, mods. I love you guys. I'll see you over there. Bye. Bye, Bets. Bye.